G'day guys, John here, Chief Instructor FPV Australia. I've just got off of Skype with our latest recipient, the March round of scholarships with our winner, Lionel. So I've just put this little video together and it's on Skype, so I apologise for the audio and the video quality, but you'll get the idea. So congratulations to you, Lionel. Welcome aboard, pardon the pun, and welcome to the FPV Australia family. Cheers. G'day guys, John here, Chief Instructor FPV Australia. With me I have Lionel. Hello Lionel, how are you?
Hey John, real good.
That's good. Lionel, you entered our RPAS certification package to get our scholarship, I guess. And I've got your entry here in front of me, and it tells me that you own a DJI Mavic Pro. So I guess give me a little bit of a background on the Lionel story. What happens in the world of Lionel and drones?
Well, droning, it's kind of a hobby for me. Unfortunately, I don't get a lot of time, not as much time as I'd like to have to go out and fly.
Right.
But it's quite passionate, and with my background in cinematography and documentary making.
Right.
Stepping up to the world of drones is, a damn good thing. I'm actually working on a documentary series. I've been working on it for the past 8 years, and I can see, a drone could come in very handy for the final product when we finally reach that stage, get to that stage.
So tell me a little bit about that, this documentary background of yours. Tell me a bit about that. I don't have too much detail of that in the submission.
Okay, well, yeah, many years ago I worked in the film industry as a diver. I also did a bit of extra work, bit parts, things like that.
Yep.
I worked as second camera, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Mainly underwater stuff. I did underwater stunt scenes, underwater camera work.
Right.
With the likes of David Attenborough and
Wow.
good guys like lovely guy.
Right.
For the past 8 years, I've been working on a project voluntarily, something I wanted to do, and I've been trying to get that off the ground about some World War II veterans from Z Special Unit.
Okay.
Some people know them as Z Force. They're an elite group at pretty much Australia's first SAS, and they were inserted behind the Japanese lines to create chaos and go wild and do their thing.
Wow.
I've been trying to tell their story for the past 8 years, and I finally, just last week, have teamed up with a production company down in Melbourne to try and move this forward. It's an amazing story, but we'll certainly be using drone shots in some of the reenactment scenes, and I think if I can get this, licensing thing underway, I could well be the guy that pilots the drone that does the shots, which would be fantastic.
That would be. Now, you've got a wife who's an amateur photographer.
I do.
Yeah.
She's very talented, actually.
Well, that's good. I tell my wife the same thing. It's a bonus. So yeah, give me a bit of background there. So you're looking at maybe combining the two, the drones and what your wife does?
We'd like to get into combining her photography, with the drone side of things, and cinematography as well.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
She's had a few eyes on my Mavic Pro, and she's coming back with better pictures than what I get. So
right.
Maybe I shouldn't share it with her.
Maybe you need two. All right. And lastly, I guess I need to ask the question. You've mentioned in your submission here that you are both full-time carers. Is there a story there?
Yeah, we do. Well, Rita and I have been together for 23 years. We have a daughter, Rachel, who's 22, and she's severely handicapped with cerebral palsy. She doesn't have speech and she can't walk, and so she needs constant 24-hour-a-day care.
Right.
We also have a second daughter named Ruby, who's 10 years old, and lightning struck twice, and she also has cerebral palsy.
Wow.
Not to the degree that Rachel has, but yes. She doesn't have speech and she also can't walk, but her outlook's much better than poor Rachie.
So I can only imagine someone in your position, but it obviously wouldn't, I can only imagine it wouldn't give you a lot of time to be able to focus on doing what you want to do with your drones, but then B, obviously financially, that has to have had an impact.
Hell of a strain, absolutely. It's a strain financially and, of course, emotionally.
Yeah, I could understand that.
I think, for us to be able to team up together, we can do this as a family thing, because we don't go anywhere without our girls. So,
of course.
We work as a team in life 24/7. So, to be able to start a business and combine drones and photography, it's something that it could be just the ticket that we need to try and move forward with our lives.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you that. If you were the individual that popped out on top here and was selected, what would it mean for you? How would it change the life of Lionel at this point, and the family for that matter?
Had to be a major change, John. At the moment, well, I'm 64 next week.
Yep. I won't hold that against you. That's all right.
It's good. We'll talk about that. Yeah. I mean, I do part-time work.
Right.
But what I'm doing, I also do a lot of voluntary work. I try and help other people wherever I can. But I can't physically keep going out and doing the part-time work that I'm doing. It's physically demanding, and to be able to set something up, photography, come drone business, it's not going to be as physically taxing, and it could certainly be more financially rewarding.
Okay, so I see this multi-pronged for you, and correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, the drone side of business is going to be less physically demanding on you, so that's a tick in the box there, one. Two, it allows you to then operate as a licensed operator, and then obviously not only for your documentary stuff, but gain more work because of the fact that you are licensed, because we know that there's a lot of avenues you can't chase down if you don't have licensing and certification. Two, and then thirdly, I guess from the family's point of view, bringing the wife into the mix. So it's like a three-pronged approach, I guess, right?
Look, it is. It's like a trident. This could be the perfect fit for us. I mean, with the drone side of things too, I mean, I still have a lot of contacts within the film industry from when I worked in there over 20 years ago.
Okay.
One of my best mates is, he does a lot of stuff with the sub 2 kilo category.
Mm-hmm.
But quite often he gets calls for the for the full license thing, but he can't do it.
Of course.
That's work he would gladly pass on to me.
Right. So you've already got opportunities waiting, I guess. You've got a Mavic Pro. How are you finding the Mavic Pro? What's your opinion? Just a side note, opinion?
Well, I went for the Pro because it's so portable.
Yes.
I love the portability of it. I mean, it doesn't have the greatest camera.
Yep.
It's got an adequate camera for what I do.
Yep.
But, a bigger sensor would be nice in it. But, for what I do, it's perfect. And it's just so portable.
Yep. And I guess moving forward, that can change. You can upgrade drones as you see fit, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, I'd love to have an Inspire.
Yep. Well.
There's no point, trying to scratch the money to buy an Inspire. What am I going to do with it?
Well, that was what I was going to ask. That was going to be my next question here is, financially, how tough would it be for you now? If I said to you, right, Lionel, well, you've got to come up with this $5 to $6 grand, how hard is that going to be for you to do now and possibly into the future?
5 or 6 grand is a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
It would be tough.
Yeah.
It would be tough.
Borderline. Would it be fair to say it's borderline impossible at this point?
Oh, I'd go to say it's more than that. I'd say, right now, if you said to me, I need 5 grand today, I'd probably have to go and sell my car to.
Yeah. Okay.
To give you 5 grand.
So it's a hurdle and a massive one at that. And look, this is what this scholarship is set up for. This scholarship is set up when we launched this over a year ago, I think now. We aimed it at the individuals like yourself who are wanting to take that next step, but there's this brick wall that is insurmountable in front of you. And of course you could sell your car and you could sell other worldly possessions, but you know what? Let's be real, okay? Let's not worry about that. Let's be real. So we set this up for that purpose, and we want people who are not only, I guess, got the financial hurdle, but it's got to be a holistic approach. And for you fit the mold perfectly because, one, you've already got background in the industry, which is a bonus. That's great, in film and whatnot else. You've got a passion for drones already, you've got that. But you've not only got financial issues, but you've got other issues in the mix as well. And this is what scholarships are like this are set up for. Would you have any problems? I know that you're full-time carer, so the next question is, would you have any problems if you are selected to get on that full-time 5-day course for the full week? Is that going to be a problem for you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
And you're located up on the Sunshine Coast, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Sunshine Coast.
How's the weather there, mate?
Yeah, mate. It's terrible today. It's awful.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say that because it's freezing cold and just about to snow where I am.
Yeah, but I just told a lie. It's a beautiful day up here.
Beautiful one day, perfect the next, right?
I wouldn't say that, but yeah, today's a cracker. It is a good day.
Fair enough. All right. Look, I don't need to ask you too many more questions, I guess. How excited would the wife be, mate, if your name was to pop up?
Well, mate, she was over the moon when I told her that Chantel had called me and said I'd been selected as a finalist. I'll tell you something. About 4 or 5 years ago, because of my work with the veterans from Z Special Unit and some other voluntary work that my wife and I both do, I was nominated in the Australia Day Awards.
Wow.
Which I was very proud of.
Mate, that's congratulations on that. That's a hell of an achievement.
Yeah. It was lovely. My wife rang me up and said, "There's an official envelope here for you." And I said, "Well, I opened it up and have a look what it is." So she opened something. She says, "You're nominated in the Australia Day Awards." And I said, Don't bullshit. Why would I get nominated? I'm just ordinary Joe. But anyway, apparently some of the veterans from Z Special Unit and the current Special Day Forces who know what I've been doing got together and said, "No, this guy deserves to be recognised." So,
well, mate, that's sensational. Congratulations for that. That's a great achievement, and well done with the vets. Fantastic.
I don't know many people, so you're one of the select few.
Well, no problem. Well, mate, I think I've sort of asked all the questions I need to ask, I guess. But if your wife is within earshot, mate, I would give her a big yell and let her know that you are, in fact, our recipient this time round. We are.
Sweet.
I'm deadly serious. Congratulations to you, mate. You are our scholarship recipient for this time round, mate. It's all yours. I thought you might. I thought you might like that one. Yeah, they're all clapping. Kim's behind me. Hello, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
So yes, mate. We'd love to offer you this scholarship. Again, if you haven't followed the last round and how it works, mate, I don't know much about anybody that comes through this. In fact, all of the names are removed. All of us just get the lowdown on what you submit, and we go through it and we narrow it down. And it took a while this time because I got to tell you, we had a lot of entries this time, and yours just kept coming to the top. So here we are.
Wow. I'm blown away. I'm speechless.
Well, mate, welcome to the family, as we say.
Wow, John, there's so much.
And as I said a minute ago, mate, this is what this scholarship is about. It's for someone like yourself who's keen and eager and got the want and some of the know-how, I guess, but has got some hurdles, and doesn't have to just be financial hurdles or just family issues or what, but it's a whole thing. And your submission kept popping up, and so here you are, mate. It's all yours. So we.
I'm stunned.
Well, don't be too stunned. It's nearly beer o'clock. I'm excited for you, mate. I'm. Look, I can see you're a bit blown away.
I don't believe it. Serious?
So what you're going to get, just to recap, man, we're going to put you through our full RPAS training course, so the full 5-day course on us. Part of that, you'll also, we take care of all the fees to CASA, so that's no problem. You'll get the AROC, the Radio Operator Certificate. That's all covered as well. And again, we'll pick up the tab for that. We'll then get your manuals and everything organised with your help and the info you feed us. We're going to give that to our friend and delegate who will put you through the delegate process and the REOC, so that you'll be issued with a REOC, again, all on us. So at the end of the whole process, you're going to come out fully licensed and certified, ready to go and operate.
Mate, I'm stunned. I can't believe it, man. Thank you.
Mate, you are very welcome. We and you and I will talk a lot from this point on, no doubt. You'll have a direct line to me, and we can chat and catch up and do whatever. Wow. Say hello to the darling. I have her name here. Your wife's name is Rita, so say hello to Rita from us.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And your two lovely daughters. Hopefully, this is the start of, some new adventures for you. And maybe if it just takes the pressure off a little bit, then our job is done. That's what it's about for us.
Well, mate, I don't know how to thank you enough.
Mate, no need for that. We will get organised. My people will talk to your people, and we'll get you on a course, and it'll all be good, mate. Again, congratulations to you.
I'm very humbled.
All good, mate. Thank you so much for putting your submission in.
Well, thank you for accepting it.
No problem at all, mate. hang on there, don't hang up. But thank you very much, and we'll be in touch. We'll get you on that course. It's the start of the next bit of adventures in your life, mate. Cheers.
Good on you, mate. Thank you.
No problem.